Okay, welcome. Today we're going to work on an example of inverse proportions, of inverse relationships, inverse variation. And so, given this information, we're going to solve this problem. So this is an example of solving a variation problem where it's inverse variation. Okay? So it says, in a certain manufacturing process, the cost of producing, right? So here's the cost. The cost of producing a single item varies inversely. So keyword, so it varies inversely as the square of the number of items. Okay? Produced. Now, then it gives us information. It says if 100 items are produced, each one costs $2. Okay? Then here's what it wants us to find. Find the cost per item if 400 items are produced. Okay? So the first thing is we're going to set up our relationship, right? Step number one, set up the relationship. We're going to use this phrasing right here to help us. The cost varies inversely as the square of the number of items. So let's say the number of items produced is X, and let's say C is cost. So they're saying cost varies inversely as the square. So that means we're going to have K on top over what? X squared. That's it. And now we've got the relationships set up, and so now we're going to solve for K. How are we going to solve for K? We're going to put in the unknowns that they give us. We know that 100 items produced, each item costs $2. So let's stick that in there. So step two is for 100, so the cost, oops, wrong way. Okay, the cost per item is $2. If X is 100, but it's 100 squared here. Okay, and so now we're going to solve for X. Okay, or excuse me, solve for K. So now, in this case, what do we have? K equals what? 10,000 times 2, which is going to be 20,000. Right? So 100 squared is 10,000 times 2 gives us 20,000. So K equals 20,000. And now we're up to step 3 because now we know the cost is equal to 20,000 divided by X squared. And now we can go to step 4, which is solve for the cost if 400 items are produced. So now we're going to solve for cost, so that means we're going to take 20,000 divided by X squared, where X is 400 now. We're going to take 400 squared, which is 16,000, right? So this is going to equal 20,000 over 16,000, or excuse me, 160,000. Sorry, I misspoke. 160,000. Okay, and so what is the cost per item if we produce 400? Well, it's going to be 1/8 or 0.125, I believe. Or no, 32. 125, I believe. So the cost went down quite a bit, okay? Going from 100 to 400, notice how the cost was $2 per item produced when they produced 100. But if you produce 400, the cost goes down per item. Okay? And there you have it. That's the answer. Okay. So again, we'll come back, we'll do more, but again, make sure you practice this, do this on your own, and make sure you know how to do it. If you get stuck, just make sure you ask questions, and make sure you practice. Until then, have a great day.